Today we will talk about a short trekking in Nepal. There is one trekking called Poon Hill Trek, which is just a 3 days trekking if you start from Pokhara and finish it in Pokhara. There is one international airport in Pokhara, which is new, Jazeera Airlines. I think Qatar Airlines has started flying there as well. There are very few airlines which do fly to that airport in international airport in Pokhara, but there is a plane that takes you directly to Pokhara. But most of the planes goes to Kathmandu, and from Kathmandu you can drive to Pokhara or fly to Pokhara and take this trip to Poon Hill. Poon Hill is 3 days trekking. Famous destination for this trek is Poon Hill itself, which is at the height of 3,210 meters above the sea level. You can take a jeep or car to get to the trekking start point. The maximum altitude in feet would be 10,529 feet above the sea level. Accommodation during the trekking will be tea house accommodation. There will be plenty of tea houses or lodges during the trekking to Poon Hill. It is trekking from villages to villages. It's not wild, it's not hard trek, but for sure it is a uphill and downhill, as Nepal is full of mountain. Talking about the height difference, that maybe will tell you how hard the up and down we are talking about. It is the trail are good, but still Pokhara is at around 1200 meters, and when you drive, the trekking start point is around 1700 meters, and from 1700 meters you will be trekking to Poon Hill, which is 3200 meters. But the, the last point before you climb to Poon Hill is Gorepani, that is at 2800 meters above sea level. So basically you'll be walking from 1700 meters to 2800 meters, that 1100 meters of altitude. You will be walking in 2 days of trekking up and 1 day to come down. There will be guides for the trekking if you are willing to do is a guided trek, or you can hire porters as well, or if you can carry your stuff yourself, meaning if you can carry around 10 kilo per bag, let's say 8 kilo per bag, then per person, then you are good. You don't need even porter. If you want to hire a guide is a different kind of support, which will help you to understand the trail, take you to the nice tea house or the better tea house. Best season for trekking is it'll be March to May, or it'll be August to November. This is a hill station trekking inside Annapurna conservation area, one of the conservation area in Nepal. It is rated as an easy trekking in Nepal. From the cultural and spiritual perspective, the trekking is along the villages of diverse population from Brahmins to Magar. Poonhill region also offers you a great chance to interact with the local people. Their culture and tradition is you will be walking from villages to villages, obviously. Also, the history of this area is that most of the ethnic group, which are Magar, which are 10% of Nepal's total population, are residents of this region. 90% of the tea houses you will be staying will be from this ethnic group of Magar community, and most of these ancestor of these Magar communities are directly or indirectly related to Gorkha communities. Their ancestors, their grandfathers, or maybe fathers, or some of them even nowadays are Gurkhas, either in Singapore Army or in British Army or in Indian Army. The people in the region are dependent either in tourism, or it is more about working. The head of the family, dad or the eldest son or the son of the family, works as a Gurkha back in different like in different army in India or in Britain or in Singapore, and that's how their livelihood will be supported. From financial perspective, mountains that you can see on Poonhill trekking are lots because Poon Hill is a viewpoint of two wide mountain range. One would be Dhaulagiri mountain range, another would be Annapurna mountain range. So there are Mount Machhapuchhre, which is iconic. It is like a tail of the fish, and the name is also called fish tail, which is 6,993 meters. It is one of the sacred mountain in Annapurna Himalaya range. Mount Gangapurna, Mount Hiuchuli, Annapurna South, which is one of the highest mountain in the range, 7,290 meters. But the highest of all in Annapurna region is Mount Annapurna itself, Annapurna first, which is 8,091 meters. Apart from that, you can see Bara Shikhar, which is called the Fang Mountain. You can see Nilgiri, which is 6,800. You can see Tent Peak. Tent Peak is 5,695, and people climb this peak. Tent Peak is one of the peak climbing in Annapurna region. Another can be Tampus Peak. All these mountains I named are in Annapurna Range, are on the one range of Annapurna, and there is a big gorge where is Thorongla Pass. That gorge separates Dhaulagiri mountain. That is a different range which has Dhaulagiri first, second, third, Mount Manapati. Dhaulagiri is 8,167 meters, 8,000er mountain as well, and it has Mount Jibang Peak and Mount Dhaulagiri Fort, and another famous mountain is Gurja Himal. The features of this Poon Hill Trek, it is a 3 days trekking. First day is short and flat and easy. 3 days is from Pokhara to Pokhara. The highest altitude will be 3,210. I talked about that earlier. It is an easy trekking. So for the itinerary of the trekking, you would start trekking from Nayapul or Hile, where you can take till that point you can take a jeep or car from Pokhara, and then you start a trek from there. Second day of the trek will be from Hile to Gorepani, and third day of the trek will be from Gorepani to Poon Hill. You will hike up to Poon Hill and then you start coming down to Hile, take jeep, and get back to Pokhara on the same day. The third day trekking might sound a little bit, it might sound a bit of a rush, but that's possible because you would be able to walk faster on the way down. On the way up, it will be slow. Also, you would want to acclimatize yourself, although it's not very prone to AMS, altitude motion sickness, but still going slow and trying to get all the pictures you want, trying to enjoy everything you want is better. So I would recommend you start trekking from Hile because you can take jeep till that point. If you are first time trekker in Nepal, I would suggest you to take car from Pokhara, go start trekking from Nayapul. You will be walking on the motorable road from Nayapul to Hile Point, but still it's worth that hike. So from there you can walk a little bit further, go halfway in between the village of Ulleri or Hile, and there is a couple of tea houses which you can stay there, or you can go all the way to Ulleri. So some people start from Nayapul itself. They start trekking from Nayapul, stop at Ulleri or stop at Hile, and second day they will push to Gorepani. That's day 1 and 2 for some people. For some people, people take jeep to Hile and hike to Ulleri, stay there, take it easy, because from Ulleri you'll see two mountains, like a bit of Annapurna South and Annapurna from there as well, which is nice. So people start walking literally from Hile, and from Hile they go to Ulleri and Gorepani. Also, some people go from Nayapul directly to Ulleri and go to Gorepani. So if you do this last option, starting from Nayapul, go to Ulleri that day, and from Ulleri take to Gorepani the next day. If you do that, the first day will be a little bit longer, but it is completely doable. And third day is the main day of Poonhill trekking. Why main? Is because you would be hiking to the top of Poonhill, which is 3,210 meters, and from there you can see all the mountains that I talked earlier. I told you the names earlier, including that sacred mountain, Mount Fishdale, and everything. So people normally go early in the morning to watch sunrise, but normally the sunrise is behind Fishdale, which is pretty interesting. So people start 4:30 in the morning to get to the Poonhill. It will take ranging from 1 to 2 hours according to your fitness. For me, I used to do it in 45 minutes. So it is completely up to how fast you can walk on the uphills, your leg strength, or your ability to walk on the steps. It is all step like a stair step from Gorepani village all the way to Poonhill. It is there is a watch like view tower where you can go, but don't worry about not getting a chance to go up on that view tower, is because the view from the top of the view tower is not very different from what you see from down below as well. So you can just take a glance from up there, but the view is pretty similar. Talking about Poonhill, there is a small tea shop that is run by the community of Gorepani. They serve you all sorts of tea, hot water, hot chocolate, milk, whatever you like to keep yourself warm in the chilly wind of Poonhill, because Poonhill is one of the highest point close for the view. So that means it comes with the price of heavy wind, not very heavy that will blow you away, but it's more like the chillier wind. It brings that cold wind from the mountain close by. It is very nice. It is a good hike, short hike, easy hike, and it's a pretty decent view of two mountains. And after you are done on Poonhill, you go back down to Gorepani, which will take around 45 minutes or an hour, depending on how your knees are. On the way down, you will have, or on the way up as well, you will the stairs that starts from village to Poonhill station. Most of it is with a handrail on the stairs, so you can just grab that. People normally do it. So you get on the way down, you get back down to Gorepani village. You have your breakfast there, and you start walking down to Hile. From Hile, you can take jeep to go back to Pokhara. That is end of the trip for you. So this is one of the short trek that you can do from Pokhara. Pokhara itself is a beautiful city. It is a starting point or ending point of many trekkings in Annapurna region, including Annapurna Base Camp, Manaslu, Sharki trekking, the Dhaulagiri Base Camp trekking. So you'll see all sorts of people and the mountaineers in Pokhara. Also talking about all other treks, Poonhill is such a point where from there people can go to Annapurna Circuit, people can go to Gorepani Gandruk village trekking, people can go to Mardi Himal trek, people can go to Mohore Dara trek, people can go to Khopra Dara trek. There are lots which I will talk about in upcoming videos. So for this starting video about talking about trekking in Nepal, this will be first one. If you like it, I'll keep on coming with more so that you can better plan your trip to Nepal. Once again, short trip in Nepal. Who doesn't want to do long hike is possible. This is just an example. Poonhill trekking 3 days is just an example, but there are lots other than this. Thank you.